The following video was sponsored by the Greek American Heritage Society of Philadelphia, preserving and promoting our community's history.
We Greeks love to dance. Name the occasion and we're up on our feet. From festivals to dances to weddings and baptisms, we celebrate and share what gives our soul joy. The legacy of dance stretches thousands of years. From ancient times to the modern age, we have preserved the tradition of Greek dancing. Our guest today has been a dancer and performer for some 40 years in the Greek American community. Christos Tsekaris, welcome to Cosmos Philly.
Thank you, Lefterio, for inviting me to Cosmos Philly.
Christos, tell us about the history of Greek dance.
The roots of the Greek dance, it goes back to 1000 before Christ. All dances, they have been preserved the way they were done back in ancient times. We have different types of dances, as religion dances, erotic dances, and also we have the war dances. How those dances are being performed, we have two types. One is the cyclical. It's a semicircle that we call it holding hands, and the other one is facing the dancers, which facing the dancers can be a couple's dance, a girl and a guy, or it can be guys' dances that they dance.
Has Greek dancing, as old as it is, has it evolved at all, or is it strictly, we're talking about folk dancing, has it changed at all?
It has changed a little bit to today, to how we do it today. There's two types of performances that we do. One, we do it authentic Greek dances, which means that we have to do it the way it was danced by our great-great-grandfathers, grandmothers. And we have the same type of Greek dance that we do for just showmanship, which we do choreography on those dances which take away of the authenticity of the Greek folk dancing.
Has Greek dancing been performed all over the world? Is it well known?
Greek dancing is kept from the ancient times to today, according to certain Greek instructors. Here in the United States, we do try to keep it and preserve it as authentic as possible, since we do not have the ability to have instructors that they were taught in colleges or in other schools how to perform those dances. We try to take what they gave us, try to learn them, and try to preserve it as authentic as possible. Choreography is out of the question when we do Greek authentic dances for competitions.
Has Greek dancing influenced the world at all? Has it brought the global community, anything?
Yes, Greek dancing, it's overall it's danced all over the world, everywhere where Greeks have migrated. In addition to that, in the past, I can say 20 years or so, authentic Greek professional dance groups have been visiting festivals all over Europe, United States, Australia, Africa, Asia, to perform for a non-Greek population, along with other authentic dance groups from other areas and countries of the world.
What are some of the most well-known Greek dances that people love, especially outside of Greece?
Outside of Greece, the most popular dances that they have is sirtaki, which they've seen it on the movie Zorba the Greek. The other ones that they're pan-Hellenic at this point all over Greece, but well known also in other countries. It's Kalamatianos, Sirtos, and the Tsamiko.
Well, tell us what each one is about, because there's probably a history behind it.
Kalamatianos, it's a circle dance. It got the name from Kalamata, from Peloponnese, which it says that if you go back to Kalamata, bring me a handkerchief. So it's danced all over Greece with very few variations on the steps.
You mentioned previously that there are several categories of Greek dance. Could you talk about that?
Yes, we have the religion dances, which they are dancing occasions such as after Easter or other Christian holidays. We have war dances, which they preserved from the times that we were under the Ottoman Empire. Two of those dances that they still perform today, it's in Nausa in central Greece. One of them is called Nizamikos, which is a dance. Nizam, the name Nizam, it means the tax collector, a Turk tax collector, which they used to go to collect taxes during a festival or a dance that they were performing. And they used to pull them in to dance with them and drink with them to make them forget or lower the taxes at that time. The other one is Makrinitsa. Makrinitsa, it's a dance that it was danced by women, which in order not to become slaves of the Turks, they danced off the cliff of into the Arapitsa River in Nausa, and that's how it's preserved up to date.
So it sounds like dance might also be mixed into theater a lot. Is that done? Is that today, or is that?
It's more in the theater. It's more the modern dancing than the authentic Greek dancing.
So they've pulled away from it more.
They pulled away from it. The Greek authentic dancing, we as Greeks try to keep it, and especially us as immigrants or in other countries like here in the United States, we try to preserve it and teach it to the younger generation, children from second and third generations that they were born here, so we can continue that tradition and never forget our roots, where we come from.
What parts of Greece does Greek dancing, different types of Greek dancing come from? Is it from all over the country? What's the history of that?
There are different instruments that music is played for the dances, and the different regions.
For example?
For example, we have Crete, which they use the lira, so is the Pontians. We have Thrace, that they use a different, they use the zurna, that we call it. We have the Macedonian dances that they use also the zurna, the clarinet, the trumpet. Then we have the Epiro dances that they use the clarinet and the daoli, which each of those dances are unique to each region.
You've been a dance instructor and performer for some 40 years, and we mentioned that earlier. Tell us a little bit about your background, how you got involved with dance.
I got involved in dancing since the early years before I migrated to the United States. It was at my village, Avgerinos, up in Voyon. I started learning the steps, tagging along in weddings, festivals at the village. At the age of 16, we migrated to the United States, which at the present time, they were more than a few associations here that they were having dance groups that they were taught the Greek authentic dance. So after a year and a half being in the United States, I joined the Macedonians as a dancer. I found it very enjoyable and intriguing on how the steps were done, and that's what made me wonder, can I do this? Can I learn by myself and teach to somebody else? After a few years as a performer, at the same time we created 2 more groups under the Macedonian Association, the Youth Association Megas Alexandros, the small and the middle group, which I got involved in teaching them.
Has dance gotten more popular in the Greek community the last few years, or was it bigger then?
As far as I can say, it stayed the same. It has the ups and downs with the dance groups. It depends mostly on the Greek parents. If they want their kids to be involved and learn a little bit more about our traditions, about the dances, where they come from, the areas of Greece. It teaches a little bit of geography also by explaining to the dancers where it comes from, how it's danced, and why it's danced that way. And we continue preserving that. And the kids, as far as I know, and up to today, they like the dancing. It involves Greeks, first, second generation, mixed marriages, kids, which they enjoy to be together under a Greek community, such as we have the Macedonian Association, we have other associations, Pontian associations, Epirotis associations, and the churches.
Well, let's talk about the churches. You've been a member teaching here at St. Demetrios Greek Orthodox Church for a long time. How is that going for you? You have different age groups and different, I think almost different organizations within the church that you're teaching.
Yes, I started almost 30 or 35 years ago as a volunteer to teach Greek authentic dance at the Goya group, which I can say it's all the church kids and their parents that they come here. At one point we had also adults. We had an adult class that they wanted to learn more authentic Greek dancing. The kids, they were very interesting, and we ended up after years, start going to competitions, which the kids wanted to show what they learn, how they learn it, and how well they can do it, and how well their instructor taught them to show something as authentic as Greek folk dancing.
Did dance competitions exist while you were growing up, or is that a recent occurrence?
I don't remember. They might have existed, but at that point of time it was mostly teach the dances and perform it around the Delaware Valley area and the Philadelphia area in festivals and other occasions, other Greek dances that the associations were holding yearly. With the St. Demetrios Church, we attended the Annapolis Greek Folk Festival that the Metropolis organizes. We attended for 7 years. I gave the kids the ability to go outside of Delaware Valley and perform against other regions of the United States, other states.
Do you prefer to dance or to direct? You've got all this experience now. Which is it?
I love to dance, but I love to dance freely on a festival, in a wedding. If I need to perform, it has to be if the group needs me to perform certain dances, because some of the performers are not able to make it, yes, then I put the costume and I dance and I enjoy it very much. But at this point, I like to sit, listen to the music, and see all my students get up and start dancing what I taught them. That satisfies me.
With so many years gone by, many of these students are now older, they've gotten married. Have you ever attended a wedding or a baptism or an event that you see a young student from the past, now 10, 20 years later? What's it like for you to see these people down the road after so many years that you trained?
Plenty of weddings and baptism I have attended that I have taught the parents, and being good friends with them, they invited me and going up and dancing together. Also, I've been on weddings where we have parents and their kids, where I taught their parents, and now I'm teaching the kids, getting up all together and performing those dances.
What's that like for you? What do you feel?
The feeling, I cannot describe it. I mean, everybody, you hear everybody around me saying that you taught them, you taught their kids, and here you go. You are teaching everybody all over Delaware Valley. In me teaching and trying to self-learn different dances every time, at least every month, it's not easy. I have to write down the steps, get the steps in a piece of paper, then go step by step, 1, 2, 3, 4, hop, in order for the dancers to learn the steps. And then we incorporate the music in.
So you're self-taught pretty much.
Yes, I'm self-taught. I have very good friends that they teach professional groups in Greece, that they provide me with materials such DVDs with seminars that they attend in Greece, which from here we do a few seminars with Greek instructors. We had one this past October. We had an instructor from Florida, Greece, which we asked him to show us the same dances that we do here, how he teaches them there. And I didn't find anything different than the teaching that I do here. A few variations, a few things that I picked up, which is very difficult from a seminar DVD to pick up everything and try to do it yourself, unless you are at the seminar with the instructor.
Are the kids learning the same type of dance today as, say, 20 years ago, 25 years ago? Is it different? Are they learning different types of dances?
It's the dances that there are different types of dances. They're not all the same. The steps, the regions, and the music where they come from. But we're trying to keep it the same way as not 20 years ago, but how the grandparents and the great-grandparents, they used to dance it at the village. We have the village dances that they don't have that many difficult steps, but you have to dance it with your body, the movement of your body, and the expression and the posture, how you're going to dance it. It shows if you know it well or not.
Are there other artists, directors that you really appreciate that we can mention where maybe they influence you?
I haven't seen or met anybody around our area. The majority of one of them that I admire is Kokoli from St. Thomas. She does an exceptional job in dancing and trying to keep the authenticity. The rest of the churches, the groups, their instructors that they have, mostly they were taught by us, And they try to continue to preserve them and try to get into learning new dances themselves, becoming the next generation instructors when we won't be able to.
Do you go back and forth to Greece at all and watch dancing at all, or on TV maybe?
I used to go almost every year in Greece. I used to attend dance seminar and dance practices with my friends in Nausa, which they performed all over the world. They came also here to the United States. So in talking to the instructors there, which that's their profession besides other stuff that they do at the schools, try to observe and keep it in my mind when I hear it the next time. I know how it's done, why it's done that way. And lately we start doing seminars here in the United States. If we hear that somebody from Greece comes to the United States, it doesn't come only for us here, but it travels all over the United States where the Greeks are and teaches them dances. We try to bring them in also to our community here to teach the dances, and we invite the tri-state area to attend.
Is there an area of dance that you've wanted to explore that you haven't yet?
I have explored every region of Greece, from Pontian dances to Cretan dances to island dances, Stefalonian dances on the other side at the Adriatic Sea, Macedonian dances, which that's my focus. Macedonian and Thracian, I focus mostly. They have the most dances that you can teach in those regions. And then we have Epirus, which also we incorporate with our performances.
Is there a dance that, or is there something about all of these dances and all of these regions that unites them, something that's symbolic or that's within the dance that really it makes them, Greek? They're all Greek somehow. Is there something?
The majority, besides the Pontian and the Cretan dances, all the other dances, some of their dances in all other regions, they use the clarinet, which is very well known. And we've been hearing the clarinet from our early years, 2-3 years old, when our parents used to take us to festivals and weddings and baptisms.
So when you have your free time and you really want to watch great authentic dancing, where do you go see it? Where do you spend your time?
Usually when I'm here at the United States, Delaware Valley, I usually put a DVD of Greek authentic dancing from Greece, and I keep watching it. There's plenty of DVDs of dances in the theaters of Athens, like Dora Stratou has a lot of them. I go and watch them, but not only one region. Usually those theaters, they represent dances from all regions of Greece. There's an hour to 2 hours long. If I'm not here and if I'm back to my homeland, I try to find where are the festivals or any competitions and go just to watch and see and learn a little bit more from what I had already taught myself from the DVDs and the seminars.
So the festivals are kind of a key place to see really good dancing too?
Yes, they have festivals, not a festival as we call a festival, a church festival here. They have a festival of dances. They invite dance group from all regions of Greece. So they have a set of dances of each region, that they dance from thousands of years ago, that they want to perform to represent the region. So that's one of the most important places that you can be in order to see and learn. For me, if I see something, all these years I've been self-teaching myself dances, even if I see something, I can pick the steps up and then go and teach it. That's how.
Now you have about 40 years of experience directing and performing. You've touched many lives. You have a history. Is there an area yet that you haven't explored or something you'd like to achieve in dance?
I have achieved, I think, everything that I want to achieve in dancing since I do it voluntarily. And I give my time for the kids to learn, to teach them, preserve what I know, and have some of those kids take over when I'm not going to be able to teach Greek authentic dance anymore. That will be my satisfaction.
Christos Tsekaris, thank you for speaking with us today. We want to wish you the best of luck and hope to see you out there at the festivals and the dances for another 50 years.
Thank you, Lefteri, and I also want to thank Cosmos Philly for giving me the opportunity to express something that I love.
For more information about sponsoring or viewing the interview series, visit the Greek American Heritage Society of Philadelphia online at gahsp.org.